Hey everyone, I'm LC Gamer, and welcome back to Deathmark. In the last video, we, well, managed to, get here into the forest, look around, find a cabin, and find a corpse. We also found a sprayer and some night-night, bee spray. So let's head back into the forest and, progress our search. Oh boy, this place gives me the creeps. Let's step into the empty clearing. The air is filled with the buzzing of bees. There appears to be a giant beehive here. It probably wouldn't be wise to keep going without doing something about them first. Oh yeah, there's that. I take out the sprayer and hold it in one hand. I should be able to use this to spray drugs. Yeah, they call it drugs. And I call it pesticide. Examine the giant beehive. And let's hit it with the night-night. Take out the night-night and put it in the sprayer. Take careful aim and spray. The bee's movement gets slower. Eventually, the hive falls completely silent. Used up one bottle of night-night. I've silenced every hive in this area. Now we can pass through. Yes, alright. Way to go, old man. You got this. For now, anyway. What? Did you hear some kind of animal? I heard it. It sounds familiar. Turning around, I wonder if it's... It's the little rabbit! I was wondering if I was going to see you again. And yep, that rabbit hops in front of me. A bunny? The rabbit stares at us completely still. It's almost like it's waiting for us to follow. Hey, wait! The next thing I know, I'm rushing after it. Hey, where do you think you're going, old man? That rabbit was at H Elementary. It showed up and guided us when we were in trouble. That's not some normal rabbit. It's definitely acting with intent. Is that good or bad? At least the rabbit guides me. At last, the rabbit guides me to, Oh boy. An old Shinto torii gate. There's a shrine here. The rabbit looks back at me. And suddenly it turns from the gate and hops into a bush nearby. Hey, old man. Don't mess with me like that. You're nuts, running off like that. The hell with the bunny, anyway. Something bothering me about it. I lost sight of it here, though. Just then, from out of the darkness, a huge swarm of bees descends on us. Shit, watch out. There are bees everywhere. Damn, we gotta get out of here. Joe pulls my arm and we stumble back to the earlier crossroad. New info was added to the spirit file. Mysterious shrine. Okay, so that way is a shrine. Let's go to the, right. The buzzing of bees fills the area. Looks like there's another giant beehive here. Probably wouldn't be wise to keep going without doing something about them first. And I don't have anything. Great. Bag. Components. Nothing. Okay, so we're gonna go back. We're going to go forward. And what do we have here? There's a leaning Jizo statue. It's noticeably dirty, as if someone hasn't been looking after it. The moss is growing on its back. I pat around the Jizo statue to search it, and there's a strange texture on its moss-covered back. When I brush away the moss, I find a yellow paper stuck to the statue. Worn-out talisman. Nice. When I pick up the worn-out talisman, I feel warmth flow through me. Cool. The worn-out talisman crumbles silently in my hand. Anything else around here? Alright, let's head in. Look. There's a small crack between the doors. I can only imagine that creates a bad draft. Ew. The sliding doors won't open. They seem to be locked. In that case, crowbar. Take out the crowbar and jam it between the doors. Yeah, do it. It's the fastest way. But I can't break the lock. Put my body weight behind the crowbar 2 or 3 times, then there's a sound of metal breaking. What? The crowbar snaps completely into 2 pieces. Lost crowbar and got broken crowbar. Too much force, old man. At least the lock got busted too. Good. Hurry it up and look inside. Eh, why not? Opened the door and entered the cabin. You overdid it, man. The door's a mess. You made it even harder to open now. I push the door open and step inside. Only to run into something. Stop. Don't come any closer. If you come any closer, I'll sue. The woman has backed up in a defensive stance. I'm a black belt in Taekwondo. If you try anything, I'll... Shut up, old lady. Old? At show's roar, the woman shrieks and falls silent, eyes wide. It's incredibly rude, but honestly I'm grateful. We wait for the woman to calm down before asking what she's doing here. Forgive me, it was all a misunderstanding on my part. I'm Christy Arimura, freelance news anchor. I wonder if I got her name right. Well, I haven't done much recently. Wait, I've seen you. You're that woman that was in the news. Wow, it's really true. Celebrities are more beautiful in person. Cut that out. This isn't the time for flattery. She says that, but she doesn't sound that upset. She seems to love being complimented. Anyway, what are you doing out here? Her expression clouds over. Well... Cho huffs at me. You really have to ask. You lost your tact in your old age. Masao Kimura's face comes to mind. That's right, this place is... I was going to die. Yes, I know full well just how stupid that is. But sometimes that's the only choice you have left. I should have known better. Such a thoughtless question passed my lips. Wish I could blame the mark for this. Yeah, I heard something about you fooling around with another celebrity. Not that I care about that stuff. That's why I came out here, so I wouldn't cause trouble for anyone. At the very end, I thought about calling someone, but couldn't, so So I made up my mind. But then in the forest, I have a bad feeling about this. What was in the forest? A huge man, an extremely huge man. No, actually I'm not sure if he was really human or not, but I saw a figure like that, then I suddenly got scared. So I ran into this cottage. I'm here to kill myself, and I just ran from danger. I'm a riot. What's wrong? You two aren't saying anything. That's the same as what I... Yeah. Christy must have seen Shimeon, which means that she must also. Have you gotten a weird scar recently? One that stings every now and then. I know the answer just from her reaction. How'd you know? I only just noticed it myself. There's a strange bite mark on my palm. This is crazy. Someone receives the mark when they're already planning suicide. The height of irony. Hey, old man, what are we supposed to do now? That lady came to off herself, you know. Is there any point in helping her? Help me? I'm not going to kill myself anymore. I swear, so please, I'm terrified of him. Her eyes are serious. She must mean what she says. Might only be a temporary change of heart, but... Alright, we'll help you. Our home base is Kyujo Mansion. You need to go... Stop messing with the flashlight, old man. What's happening? The light won't turn on. This has happened before, but back then... I got it to go back on right away. This time, it's not working. What was that? A noise behind the cottage. Is something there? Shit, it's no use. Give up on the flashlight and stuff it in my bag. But what's the plan now? Do we bunker down in this cottage? We can't even walk up. Or we have to run out of the forest. Are you insane? Staying here would be suicide. This place is strangely clean. That means someone is coming here. You mean he comes here? Let's go. We walked all the way here. We should know how to get back. You're seriously going? Are you mad? Sorry, but we're out of time. Stay here if you want. I won't stop you. We step out into pitch darkness. Damn it, I can hardly see. I mean, we need to go straight back to the entrance with no detours. We've got no idea where he could be waiting for us. The words leave my mouth, leave me in a rush. If I hadn't spit them out, I'd never finish my voice. My voice is starting to shake too much. New info was added to the spirit file. Mark bearer in a cottage. Okay, so we go back one. We're at a fork already. Which way? Where do we go? I think east. We came from the east. Okay. Don't yell, old lady. Something's coming closer. We need to get out of here fast. East? East it is. Now we go... another fork. Which way this time? South. It's south! The exit should be straight ahead from here. Quiet. Something's passing through the bushes, right by us. Shit, is he following us? Even if he is, we have to keep going. This is nuts. No way we can just stand around anymore. Right, let's go. Okay, so I need to go south. And forward. Wait a second. Christy suddenly stops. What's wrong? Someone's coming. I'm telling you, someone's coming. Out from the darkness jumps Mashita. So this is where you were. You're closer than I thought. Wait, why are you here? I had a bad feeling, so I grabbed a car and headed my way here. Looks like you're in a rough spot. You can say that again. Anyway, we're on our way back. Good plan. Mashita glances over at Christy. Run now, explain later. We gotta get out of here. Oh boy. We reach the entrance safe and sound. The creepy murder on the arch is such a familiar sight now. Alright, if we made it this far, then we must be... Yeah, it's all good now. Christy doesn't move. She looks worried, staring off at the forced entrance. What's wrong? Huh? Oh. Over there. Doesn't it look like someone's there? She's looking at a picnic table, hiding in the gloom next to the gate. My gaze is drawn over as if by magnets. What is that? The scene before me is strange. There's a huge, misshapen man with bees crawling all over his face. My eyes fixate on his mouth. It looks like he's laughing. My heart thunders painfully when I catch a glimpse of the limp figure sitting beside him. It's him. That man. He was going to commit suicide. Kimura. It's definitely him. Control those that are different and exercise. What? A strange voice echoes in my head again. My vision warps. He's dead. Kimura's dead. When? Why is he on that bench? My legs give out. When I can finally focus enough, I find myself kneeling on the ground. Oh man, keep it together. It's still okay. He hasn't seen us. We have to escape while we can. Christy's completely out of it. She won't move an inch unless someone drags her. Let's go. We're going to the parking lot. Quietly. Show, you bring her. You got it. Come on, Mashita, let's go. Mashita? He's gone. Huh? Took my eyes off him for 2 seconds and he's not by the bench anymore. He disappeared. Machine growls and the undergrowth near us rustles. He's right there. Run! Mashita yells, scrambling away. A hollow bang rings out from behind me. A gunshot? Must be Mashita. I had no idea he had a gun. I dive headfirst into the car, slamming my head accidentally into the steering wheel. Mashita tumbles into the passenger seat last. You didn't tell me you had a gun. Why would I tell you? No time to talk now. Just hit the gas. I'm trying. The engine won't start. Shit. Man, what are you doing? Machida looks through the front windshield at the figure approaching. Hurry it up, he's coming. Shoot it! Shoot the thing! Christy cowers in the back seat, her head in her hands. Please, God. Eesh. Something bumps the hood of the car. The whole vehicle rocks violently. Then... it turned on. Go. Let's get the hell out of here. Tires squealing, we race out of the parking lot. Oh boy. That was exciting. An unspeakable sense of relief fills the car. If feeling truly alive is a real sensation, then it must definitely feel like this. The greatest irony is that the only time you can feel truly alive is when you have a brush with death. No one speaks for a while. We're all soaking in that feeling. It's only after we've left the mountain and reached buildings again that I feel like talking. Still, I glance through the rearview mirror. The rear view mirror, and then at the passenger's seat. Both Machida and Shu are looking out their windows. Was it really okay for you to come here? If Mary finds out... Obviously, I came with her permission. Machida immediately retorts. If I hadn't, I wouldn't have come. I get it. Mary must have also guessed that we were in danger. So what happened to that explanation? Who's that woman behind us? Oh, right. I tell him everything I know so far about Christy. She offers up some details as well. The moment her background comes to light, Machida smiles coldly. Arimura. Right. Now that you mention it, I do remember you. You were fired over that scandal. I never... Should I be disgusted or amazed at his rudeness? But these scars, you all have... what were they called? Marks. Thanks. So you all have these marks. What happened? What happens when you have one? Well... Machida butts in from the passenger seat. You die within a few days' time. Suffering from something like amnesia. You zone out and your brain takes a vacation. It all happened to me. Shu scoffs. You talk like it's someone else's problem. Shu? Machida didn't mean it like that. You can only be blunt when discussing this. Doesn't look like Shu will buy that excuse, though. Guess it really is not your problem. After all, you don't have a mark anymore. Huh? What's he talking about? Oh, well, you see... Machida has already lost Hanahiko's mark. He's free now. So there's no good reason for him to be here with us, but... You're putting yourself in danger for the truth. I can't believe it. You're like a saint. Christie's exaggerated compliment is drowned out by Machida's sardonic laugh. It's nothing that noble, but thanks to that, I've learned the thing I most wanted to know. What's that? When and how people get the mark. The first time I was oblivious, but this time, I was aware of it. Oh no. Machida, you don't mean... He gives me his usual crooked grin and shows me his wrist. Sure enough, his skin is blemished by a scar that looks like a spirit's bite mark. Sho cries out, a look of horror on his face. Come on, no way. Did you seriously do that? Man, give it up already. It's someone else's problem, right? So just shut it. Mashita, could I say something? What's wrong? Nothing's wrong. You never told me you had a gun. Oh, that. He laughs scornfully and shoves a paper bag into my hands. I open the bag and find a revolver-style handgun at the bottom. If you want it, take it. That's not why I... Mashita keeps on talking without stopping to hear what I have to say. It's loaded with 5 bullets. You can hang on to it. But promise me you won't... Promise you what? Don't use it on anything other than a spirit. Not that there's any proof it'll work on them. Of course. Have any experience with guns? There's no way I would. To be fair, I don't really know. But at the very least, right now, I'm not getting the feeling that I can handle a gun. Oh, only use it under extreme stress. With no experience, you won't hit your mark. Well, whatever. Well, whatever. If I'm there, just leave the shooting to me. You can face the spirit some other way. Yeah, that's how it was at H Elementary, too. And for God's sake, keep it hidden. Gun possession gets you 3 years penal labor. I'd get hit with 1 to 10 myself, just for giving it to you. And shooting a single bullet would get you more than 3 years, if not a life sentence. So you're telling me not to use it? No, I'm just telling you that if it's restricted that badly by the law, it's got that kind of power. Got a handgun. Good boy. The mark's color grows more vivid. A few hours left until death closes in. Oh boy, oh boy. Hello, Mary. Welcome back, Lord Yashiki. You as well, Lord Sho. It appears that the woman with you is also a mark bearer. We introduce Christy and then Mary proceeds to fill her in on everything. The mark after your life, memory loss, and the spirits who curse them into the living. Christy accepts her new reality surprisingly quickly. Guess it's only natural after what she saw in the forest. I then update Mary on what we found. I see. What a close call for you. I can hear relief in her voice, but why did she let Mashita go? If you must know, after you left, Lord Mashita insisted on traveling to the forest as well. Her eyes flick over to Mashita. Not one to just sit around. Mashita shrugs nonchalantly. It was quite the issue. A selfish attitude like that could get all of you mark bearers killed. I normally wouldn't have refused. Did something happen? No. I admit I had a foreboding feeling. I sensed danger was closing in on you, Lord Yashiki. So he went. An emergency measure. Lord Mashita, please know that I will not allow such a thing a second time. Her cool voice is icier than usual. Mashita's so hard-headed, I wonder if she's actually getting through to him at all. Now, from what you have told me, you are positive that it was Shimio who gave Lord Shu his mark. Yeah, that ugly monster is definitely the huge man I saw that time. The fact that I have the mark now, too, proves it. Mashita rubs at his wrist, smirking. So, what exactly are you planning? Don't tell me you're seriously thinking of fighting that thing. There's no way you'd win. You're completely mad if you think you can. She's right. A certain someone's awesome bullets didn't even scratch it. We need a tank or something to beat that thing. The room falls silent. I'm sure all of us are thinking about what we saw back at the forest. There's no way we can do anything about a monster like that. We have to leave it to the police. You honestly believe they'll do something? Go and make a suicide pact with that knave thinking, but leave me out of it. What? How dare you? Yo, boss. All this high and mighty talk coming from you, that mean you've got an idea how to beat it? Well, how would I know? But I'm willing to risk my life to find one. His shout is hoarse. He's probably uneasy. Christy shivers. Sho just glares at Mashita. An awkward silence falls again. We're wasting time. We've got to do something, but... I can take charge, turn to Mary, or stay quiet. I think I'll try and take charge of the situation. We need to force everyone into action. We can think about what we need to do while we're walking around. I'm going back to the forest. I want to learn more about Shimio. I could use some help. Eh? You say that, but... no way we can find a needle in a haystack. We gotta have a clue first. Then... why don't we check out the bee farm that's north of H Shrine? My reports say several people have seen Shimio there. Hardly anyone ever goes there now, with the weird events in the forest. Why is a bee farm up there? A cult called Honeybee family used to live on the land. No one's there anymore, though. How come? They committed mass suicide. Mass suicide in the woods? I've heard about that somewhere. Mashita might have mentioned something similar before we entered the forest. The tabloids and gossip shows ate it up 5 years ago. They never revealed the details, though, so the public doesn't know. Oh yeah, I remember that. But my club took up all my time back then, so I don't know much. You seem to know quite a bit about the forest, Christy. Read up on it to find a promo spot? Don't be an ass. I was put in charge of the report, so I did my research. Honeybee family was very insular and secretive. I'm not sure if I pronounced that first word properly right there. Who cares? I heard the mass suicide end was all the members following their leader. New channels chalked it up to their discontent with modern society. What happened to the leader? Rumors say it was also suicide. Though, I saw an old picture of him, and he was a huge, obese man. Sadly, everyone is holding their breath. No doubt, we're picturing the same thing. The monster at the forest entrance. Dead guys come back to life? We gonna go to a place with a zombie? That's totally insane. It's just like the rumors say. That forest is cursed. There's no way I could just stand there and the voices of suicide victims surrounding me. Shut the hell up, hag. No more words out of those lip flaps. But now it's not only the forest that's cursed. I failed to kill myself, and now I'm at this mansion. I'm cursed too. And so are all of you. Her mutters have a dark edge. If Shimio is somehow connected to Honeybee family, then the key to destroying his grudge is going to be there. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Alright. What are you gonna do, old lady? You still wanna die? I'm considering it, but I'll help you guys while I settle on my decision. I'll pass on monster fighting. Wow. You'll help? I'm shocked. If you leave your mark alone, you won't need to hike back out there. Well, I hate owing strangers, especially pushy guys like you. She seems grateful that we saved her. There's no reason to refuse her help. We need as much as we can get. The night is drawing to a close. The key to escaping the mark does seem to lie within the forest. Lady Christie has said Shimio was often seen near the bee farm. May hold a connection to him. Good luck. New info was added to the spirit file. Okay, well, I now have a new partner to work with, ex-reporter. Well, let's see if you can help me find some stuff. And I'm gonna head back out to the forest. We came to the forest entrance once again. That man is gone, it seems. Look at the old picnic table. What was Shimio doing back there? Making a corpse sit next to him. It's almost like he was having a picnic. Did he just want a friend? What do you mean? Nothing, sorry. Just talking to myself. Don't worry about it. Let's go. We haven't learned anything about him yet. I tried changing the subject, but I still can't stop staring at the picnic table. Which table? This table. Look at it. I shone the flashlight on it, and it sparkles gold. It's a glass container with a metal lid. Carefully pick it up and fill the pick it up off the bench. Got a bottle of honey. Can't believe you're willing to touch that. That's where he and that corpse were. Maybe it's a gift. No, it's probably more like he just forgot it. Just then I see something lying on the table itself. It's the cap from a soft drink. The inside of it is still wet. But I don't see the bottle itself anywhere. Did he throw it away? Well, let's check the trash can. I feel around inside the container. My fingers hit something hard. Got empty bottle. There's something else, too. Pick it up. It's a crumpled piece of paper. With something family, fun, play, cat, liquid got on sticky, bees gather, over and over, game interrupted. That's all it says. So is this a diary draft or something? Got Honeybee Family Draft. Huh. Alright, let's see. Items. Blah, blah, blah. Honeybees are friends. Make them friendly with... Okay. Interesting. Good to know. I'm gonna go back to the shed, the cabin which I found the reporter in. Maybe I can find something there. Alright, what's this? Notebook. Honeybee family notes. Open the notebook, but most of the pages have been ripped out. Doubt it has anything useful. What was that? I open it. There are carefully preserved torn notebook pages inside. It's a holy journey performed in a quiet place. The area past the meeting place, there is a clue about how to get to paradise. The eastern thicket, often... Got Honeybee Family Note 3. Stop it, please. That's scaring me. Looks like maybe a mouse chewed a hole in this plastic container. It's unusable. A cabinet is packed full of bottles. Let's check the bottles. I search through all the containers and gather the ones that still have something in them. Got night-night times 3. Okay. So that was useful. Got a hint about something. Let's see. Nope, wrong way, wrong way. Not paying attention to which way the arrow's pointing on my mini-map. Okay, this is depth. It's a meeting place of sorts. What's this? This is the end of the path of meetings. This might be the area past the meeting place mentioned in the note. We push through the undergrowth and find a beast trail leading to the east. A hidden trail? Why would something like that be? You better be careful. Yeah, I know. Then... the ghost of a man stands blocking our way, silently staring. The figure's glaring harshly at me, but only me. Ask for help? Me? I can't do that. But when she faces the figure and offers up a prayer... the figure vanishes. So it wasn't a coincidence when you made a small prayer in the car that it started up again. Thank goodness. Guess the ghost was glad to see a woman. Looks like my prayer got through to them. Prayers come in handy sometimes, huh? Let's keep going. What do we have here? A suicide note, maybe? Or something else? Let's look at the hive. Doesn't look like it's being used anymore. There aren't any bees anywhere. Carefully open it. Inside is a folded scrap of paper and something that looks like incense. Got suicide note mosquito repellent incense. Okay. Suicide note. Suicide note from inside an unused beehive. Like the teachings... apply honey, manage to swallow it. Wait for me, everyone. I'll be there soon. What's this? It's a withered plant. Looks like the flower was blooming. The leaves are distinctly pointed. Can I... dig this up? Take out the broken crowbar and thrust it into the dirt by the plant's base. The dirt is softer than I expected. The pointed end easily breaks it up. Finally, I get to the root. Kind of looks like a small carrot. Huh? What are you going to do with that? I don't know. Might come in handy. Okay, so... need to go... right. Forward. Right. Deal with the beehive. Buzzing of bees. Giant beehive. Let's spray it. Blah blah blah. Cool. Let's hit it with some night-night. Take out the night-night and put it in the sprayer. I take careful aim and spray it. Aha! The bee's movement got slower. Eventually the hive falls completely silent. Used up one bottle of night-night. I've silenced the beehive. We can move on. Pesticides are bad for you. Be careful not to breathe any in. You'll get asthma. Yes, ma'am. I hear creaks and groans along with the rustling of leaves. Okay. Let's go this way. It's rather dense. There's no way to see what's past it. Let's just see what I can find. I press through the thick undergrowth, and notice a small clearing inside. The path might keep going. I realize something as I continue down it. I can feel someone staring at me from the brush. I'm gonna ask for help. Please try. What? Me? I guess I'll have to. She faces the figure and offers up a prayer. The figure vanishes. It disappeared. Seems her desperate prayer worked. Thank goodness. It didn't possess me. Good job. Let's keep going. The Geo statue is damaged from being exposed to the elements for so long. Anything else out here? It's a wooden door. The door here isn't that damaged. No need for me to break it open. The door won't open. It must be locked. Well, I guess I can't go forward. I'll head back. But I think it would be a wise idea to leave it here for now, and we'll continue this in the next video. So until then, see you guys.